Hello everyone, this is Jenny from Untitled Pilates. Today we are going to talk about the pelvic placement. So what is a neutral pelvis, or what is imprint? Why or when do we use a neutral or imprint? So there are two positions that we use in Pilates, which is the neutral and imprint. So let me first talk about the neutral pelvis. The neutral pelvis is the position that we favor when we are performing exercises where both our legs are on the mat. This spinal position actually allows our spine to work optimally to absorb shock at its best. So to find out where your neutral pelvis is, you can actually do a pelvic tilt. So let's do it together to find out what is your neutral pelvis. We're first going to come line to our back. We're going to place the heels of our palms at this ASIS, these two prominent bones here, and then form a triangle where the index finger is on the pelvic bone. So I want you to imagine that there is a cup of water here, okay? And you want to spill the water away from you, okay? So this is an anterior tilt. You can notice that there is an arch in my back, okay? So it's an anterior tilt. Now spill the water towards your face, okay? Now the arch is gone. You can see that there's a slight lumbar flexion and there's a posterior tilt here. Okay, so I want you to rock back and forth, okay, going through to anterior and posterior tilt, anterior and posterior tilt. Now somewhere in between, in the midpoint, is where your neutral pelvis is. Okay, so you rock back and forth and come to a midpoint where you feel comfortable. There's no tension in the back or even in the front area, and this should be where your neutral pelvis is. Okay, generally the plane formed by your hands here should be parallel to the floor when you are in the neutral position, okay, in general. Alright, so that is where your neutral pelvis is. And what about imprint? So when we cannot maintain stability in the lumbar-pelvic region by being in a neutral pelvis position, that is when you imprint. For example, when you're performing exercises where you are extending both your feet out, okay, where both feet is lifted off the floor and you need more stability, that is when you use imprint. So what is an imprint? Okay, I'm going to show you how to imprint. So you're going to inhale to prepare, okay, and as you exhale, slide the ribcage towards the pelvis, okay, and feel that there is a corset around your waist. It's tightening, okay, and feel that you're zipping up from bottom upwards, okay, and you can see that when you're in an imprint, there's a slight posterior tilt, okay, the back, it's almost touching the floor. You're not really jamming the back to the floor, but it's closer to the floor than you are when you're in neutral, okay, and release. All right, let's try that again. I'm going to lift my hands up so that you can see what happens, okay, so inhale and exhale. Okay, notice how the pelvis is shifted, okay, the slight posterior tilt, slight lumbar flexion, okay, and release. And try that one more time, and exhale. Okay, so you want to take note that when you're imprinting, you're not using your glutes, okay. If you find that you are engaging your glutes, simply release and try again, okay, and the movement should not come from you jamming your back to the floor, okay, not like that. All right, the movement comes from engaging the obliques to slide the rib cage to the pelvis, okay, like so. All right, let's try to imprint again. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, slide the rib cage to the pelvis. There's a shortening here, all right, and you're in an imprint. Try to lift your legs off to test your imprint, 1 foot at a time to tabletop, okay. You should feel that there's no shifting or movement in this lumbar pelvic region when you're in an imprint, all right. And you can try toe tapping. This should allow you more stability than when you are in a neutral position. Alright, release, lower down. And that's it for today's video. I hope you find this information helpful. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.